The Lakers might be better than a lot of us are expecting this season. Let's start off with the newcomers. And we gotta start with Connect. Connect just went off the other night. Dalton Connect has quickly shown the Lakers that they made an incredible choice by picking him up in the draft. In their recent overtime win against Phoenix, Connect was nothing short of spectacular. He dropped 35 points, including an unreal stretch where he scored 20 in a row to close out the fourth quarter and into overtime. It was a special moment, especially with legends like Reggie Miller commentating and Kevin Durant, Connect's favorite player, encouraging him from the other sideline. What makes this even more exciting is that the Lakers snagged Connect at the 17th pick, and he's already proving doubters wrong. Some league executives thought he might struggle due to his age and some defensive weaknesses, but those concerns are fading fast. Connect is currently leading the team in minutes and averaging 10 three-point attempts per game. He hasn't been hitting a lot of them yet, only shooting 27% before Thursday's game. But with the way he's lighting it up now, that percentage is sure to climb. The Lakers were looking for more perimeter shooting, especially from the wings, and Connect fits that role perfectly. There's an argument to be made that when it comes to shooting from all over the court, nobody in this rookie class can top Connect. Connect fits in perfectly alongside LeBron James and Anthony Davis. And that's not an easy feat for a rookie. Both LeBron and AD are at their best when they're attacking the paint, collapsing defenses, and forcing opponents to double team them. That creates a ton of space on the perimeter. And Connect is exactly the kind of player who can take advantage of those open looks. The Lakers already have good shooters like Austin Reeves and DAngelo Russell, but Connect's pure shooting ability could make him stand out in this lineup. His competition for minutes includes Max Christie, Gabe Vincent, and Cam Reddish. But with Connect's ability to knock down threes and his overall athleticism, it wouldn't be surprising to see him carve out a significant role. His shooting is going to be a weapon for the Lakers, especially in clutch situations when defenses are keyed in on stopping LeBron and AD. Connect's game is only going to grow from here. He's already had a moment most rookies can only dream of, scoring 35 points with his favorite player watching from the other side. If he can continue to develop his defensive game and improve his shooting consistency, there's no reason to think he won't be a key contributor for the Lakers this season. They may have gotten a steal with Connect, but besides him, another guy they re-signed this offseason who I want to talk about, Max Christie. Max Christie has a chance to be a key piece for the Lakers this season, and honestly, I'm excited to see how he develops. Last season, he didn't get much time on the floor, only averaging 14 minutes per game. But even in those limited minutes, Christie showed flashes of what he can bring to the team. Defensively, Christie was impressive. He gave full effort every time he was out there, and you could see the growth in his on-ball defense. He was an irritant to opposing players, challenging shots, getting physical, and yet not fouling too much. A balance that's tough to find. What really stood out was how aware he was off the ball. He didn't lose his man nearly as often as in the past, and his hands were always up, ready to deflect passes or force bad decisions. That type of defensive awareness is exactly what the Lakers need on the perimeter. Offensively, Christie was a bit of a mixed bag, but there were definitely bright spots. He became more aggressive in attacking the rim, which I love seeing, and his ability to finish through contact improved dramatically. In fact, his shooting percentage from within 5 feet jumped from 40% in his rookie year to 54% last season. That's a huge improvement, and if he keeps that up, he's going to be a problem for opposing defenses. From deep, Christie shot 35% from 3, which is just below the league average. But let's not forget, he had some standout moments, like that 12-point game against the Houston Rockets, where he went 3 for 3 from beyond the arc. If he can start hitting threes consistently, that's going to open up the floor for LeBron, Anthony Davis, and the rest of the squad. And that's what the Lakers need. More shooting to complement their stars. Now I know last season probably felt a little wasted for Christie. He didn't get enough playing time to fully show what he can do, and it's hard to evaluate his ceiling based on such limited minutes. But the Lakers clearly believe in him. They just signed him to a 4-year, $32 million deal this summer. That's a huge vote of confidence, and it shows they expect Christies Potential to meet his production soon. I think the 2025 season is going to be a big one for him. He's had time to grow, he's improved on both sides of the ball, and now he's got the opportunity to really make an impact. If Christie can keep developing, especially as a shooter and defender, he could be a major part of the Lakers' rotation this year. The investment they've made in him shows they believe he can be. And honestly, I think he's ready to prove them right. But after him, technically, the Lakers did make one more move this offseason, and that was extending LeBron. LeBron James, at 39 years old, is showing absolutely no signs of slowing down. After leading Team USA to a gold medal in the 2024 Paris Olympics and earning the MVP title, he's gearing up for his 22nd NBA season. Think about that. But as we all know, time isn't on his side, and the window for another championship is starting to get smaller. The Lakers are projected to win around 44 to 45 games this season. But let's be real, their success depends heavily on the health and performance of both LeBron and Anthony Davis. If LeBron stays healthy, we all know what he can do on the court, but that's the key challenge now, staying in peak form through the grind of the season. The Lakers didn't make many roster changes in the offseason, so they're relying on their superstar duo to carry the load. And let's face it, LeBron's been doing that for years. Last season, LeBron played in 71 games, which is the most he's played since joining the Lakers in 2018. Even at his age, he was ranked 13th in the NBA in scoring with 25.7 points per game. That's just insane. He was also 5th in assists with 8.3 per game and grabbed 7.3 rebounds a night. He's still an absolute force on the court. By the way, if you guys enjoy these deep dives, I'll be posting videos every day during the season. I would genuinely appreciate it if you could subscribe. Thanks. Anyways, LeBron is not just regular season LeBron that's still performing at a high level. In the playoffs, he took it up a notch. He averaged 27.8 points, 8.8 assists, and 6.8 rebounds, while shooting an incredible 56.6% from the field. And from deep, he hit 38.5% of his threes. That's vintage LeBron right there, dominating when it matters most. It's crazy to think that he's not only the NBA's all-time leading scorer with over 40,000 points, but also ranks 4th all-time in assists with 11,009. That combination of scoring and passing ability is what makes LeBron so special. He's been one of the best in the game with the ball in his hands, always making the right play. But some people, like JJ Redick, have mentioned that it'd be interesting to see LeBron move more without the ball. After all, he's been doing things his way for 21 seasons, and it's worked pretty well. What's truly exciting about this season, though, is the potential for a father-son duo. LeBron could suit up alongside his son Bronny and share the court for the Lakers. How incredible would that be? A father playing basketball with his son in the NBA? That's the stuff of legends. Of course, there are debates about how much Bronny will play. He was the 55th pick in the draft, and young players like him usually take time to develop. But even if it happens once, that's enough to make NBA history. Now, let's not get carried away with the idea that Bronny's going to be a major part of the rotation right away. He'll probably spend time developing his game, maybe even in the G League, but having LeBron as a father is definitely going to help open doors for him. Bronny's got a solid understanding of the game, good defensive instincts, and he's fundamentally sound for his age. But to get more minutes with his dad on the court, he'll need to improve offensively, especially with his shooting and ball handling. Someone his size, at 6'2", has to be able to knock down shots consistently and create off the dribble. LeBron's been able to play at such a high level for this long because of his dedication to staying in peak condition. It's honestly amazing that he's still competing at this level after 2 decades in the league. And now, he set himself up to have this once-in-a-lifetime experience of playing alongside his son. This season, all eyes will be on LeBron, not just for his incredible play, but for that special moment with Bronny. And once that moment happens, all the attention will shift back to LeBron and what he's been doing, defying age and continuing to dominate the league. The bottom line is this: LeBron James is still one of the best players in the NBA. Even as he enters his 22nd season, he's going to play a huge role in whether or not the Lakers can make a deep playoff run. And with Anthony Davis by his side, anything is possible. But most of all, this season could be the most memorable yet, with the potential for a James-to-James connection that'll go down in history. But then we gotta talk about Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is gearing up for another huge season, and it's easy to get excited about what he can bring to the table. Davis' first season with the Lakers was unforgettable. The image of him and LeBron arm in arm celebrating their championship feels like it'll live forever in Lakers lore. AD came into the league as a generational talent, and that 2020 playoff run to the title really showed the world why he was the #1 pick. But since then, injuries have been his biggest challenge, sidelining him during crucial stretches and leaving him and the Lakers struggling to recapture that championship glory. And while he still had strong seasons, putting up great numbers, the injuries and inconsistent team success kept him out of those top-tier player conversations for a while. But now, the tide is shifting. In the last 18 months, AD has reasserted himself as one of the league's premier talents. His return from a foot injury in the 2023 season sparked some amazing play. He helped lead the Lakers to the Western Conference Finals, and during that playoff run, there were stretches where Davis looked like the best player on the court, especially against Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets. Let's not forget, Jokic is now considered the best center in the game, so for AD to go toe-to-toe with him and outshine him at times is a huge deal. Last season, Davis played in 76 games, and for him, staying on the floor is always key. When he's healthy, he's an absolute game changer on both ends of the court. The best case scenario for this season is seeing him play close to that number of games again. It's tough to imagine the Lakers being a serious contender without Davis being consistently available. His durability will be crucial, and if he can replicate his health from last year, the sky's the limit. Offensively, AD has all the tools to be a monster. What made him so dangerous in the Lakers' championship run was his versatility. He could face up, hit mid-range jumpers, and knock down threes while also punishing big men inside. But in recent seasons, his jumper hasn't been as reliable, and that's led him to attack more in the paint. If Davis can regain his confidence in his mid-range shot and start knocking down threes again, it'll completely open up the Lakers' offense. He's got the ability to outskill bigger players and outmuscle quicker, smaller defenders. A return to form in his shooting would make him nearly unstoppable. Defensively, though, AD is still a force. Last season, he was on the all-defense first team, and that's no small feat. He's a defensive anchor, and his ability to guard multiple positions, protect the rim, and switch on to smaller players makes him a nightmare for opponents. During the playoffs and even in the summer with Team USA, Davis showcased his defensive prowess. When he's locked in on defense, he's arguably the best in the league at his position. If he can build on that defensive dominance this season, it'll elevate the Lakers as a whole. But it's not all on Davis. For him to truly shine, the Lakers coaching staff will need to give him the support he needs on defense, whether it's pairing him with another big man to help protect the paint or surrounding him with more defensive-minded players. The Lakers need to put him in a position to succeed. This allows him to roam more on defense, where he can disrupt plays and cause havoc as a help-side defender. The expectations are high, and rightly so. Davis has proven time and time again that when he's healthy, he's one of the best players in the world. And now, with a bit more consistency in his health, along with his recent dominance on the court, this season could be special for AD. He's got the potential to carry the Lakers deep into the playoffs again, but it'll come down to his ability to stay on the floor and bring that two-way brilliance we've all seen from him at his best. After the two main guys, though, we got to talk about DAngelo Russell. DAngelo Russell is coming into this season with something to prove. After an up-and-down postseason, the focus on him has shifted, but we can't forget how good he was during the regular season. He averaged 18 points, 6 assists, and hit 3 three-pointers per game. Those are serious numbers, and he's in elite company too. Only a few guys in NBA history, like Curry and Damian Lillard, have done that while shooting 40% or better from deep. That's no small feat. Now let's talk about the Lakers. Russell's role is huge. He's their best shooter from beyond the arc, and that alone makes him essential to their offense. But he's not just a shooter. He sets the table for LeBron James and Anthony Davis, making their lives easier with his playmaking. You've got to love how he helps space the floor, letting LeBron and AD do their thing while also keeping the defense honest. He's that guy who can give them some breathing room. However, Russell's postseason struggles have left some people doubting him. He had a couple of standout games against the Denver Nuggets, like dropping 23 points and hitting 7 threes in Game 2. That was pure fire. But then there was the other side, like going 0 for 7 in Game 3, which really hurt the team. That kind of inconsistency can be tough for a team that's trying to win it all. This season, though, is a chance for Russell to flip the script. He's got the talent and the skills. He just needs to find that steady rhythm and show up when it counts the most. If he can stay consistent and knock down his shots like he did in the regular season, the Lakers are in a much better spot to make a deep run. And let's be real, a healthy and locked-in Russell takes a lot of pressure off LeBron and AD. There's also that trade talk surrounding him. It's a tricky situation. He's the Lakers' most tradable asset, but he's also their starting point guard. He's valuable, no doubt, but they're going to need him to play his best ball if they want to keep him long-term, or even boost his trade value if they go that route. The Lakers are walking a fine line, and Russell's performance will likely dictate what happens next. At 28 years old, Russell is in the prime of his career. He's got the tools to be a major impact player for the Lakers, and this could be the season he silences the doubters. He's already opted into his contract, so he's here to stay for now, and he'll have plenty of opportunities to prove why the Lakers were right to bring him back. If he can stay locked in, hit those threes, and keep the offense flowing. Russell could be a key factor in a championship run this season. After him, though, I want to talk about Rui. When the Lakers traded for him, they saw potential just waiting to be unleashed. After struggling in Washington, Rui found a new life in Los Angeles, showcasing the talent that once made him a lottery pick. He's proving that the Lakers were right to believe in him. Last season, Rui made significant strides. He shot a blistering 42% from beyond the arc, which is fantastic. Coupled with his dynamic finishing ability, he posted a career best 60.8% effective field goal percentage. That stat ranked third among all forwards who logged at least 1,500 minutes. Can you believe that? When he's on his game, he makes it tough for opposing defenses to keep up. He can be a game changer on the court. However, there are still some concerns. Rui sometimes vanishes when his shot isn't falling. This inconsistency can make it hard for him to impact the game, and it's something the Lakers need him to address if they want to climb the Western Conference standings. They need him to flesh out the rest of his game and modernize his approach. Defensively, he's got room for improvement. His awareness and effort have fluctuated, and his rebounding has been a significant issue for the team. He averages just 4.8 rebounds per game for his career, but with his size and physical tools, he should be pulling down a lot more. This preseason, though, he stepped it up. He's currently averaging 7 rebounds per game, putting him second on the Lakers behind only Anthony Davis. That's a positive sign. JJ has said he is thrilled with Rui's progress and has praised his commitment to improving. With teams focusing so much on LeBron James and Anthony Davis, Rui has a golden opportunity to thrive. He can grab those boards and help take pressure off the star. If he can harness that potential, he'll be a key player for the Lakers this season. But after him, I want to talk about Vando. After joining the Lakers at the 2023 trade deadline, he made an immediate impact, especially on defense. His versatility in guarding various perimeter threats really elevated the Lakers' defense. Remember those days when Alex Caruso and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope were shutting down opposing offenses? Well, Vando brought that vibe back. Not only can he defend players like Luka Doncic and Devin Booker, but he also excels at disrupting plays by jumping passing lanes and navigating screens. Plus, he's a beast on the boards, cleaning up the defensive glass like it's nobody's business. Vando complements Anthony Davis perfectly and adds depth to any lineup with his defensive skill set. However, let's not ignore the challenges he faced during the playoffs. Opponents quickly targeted his offensive limitations, and by the time the Lakers were swept by the Nuggets, Vando was left sitting on the sidelines, which was tough to watch. Last season wasn't much better for him either. He struggled with injuries, dealing with a heel issue in the preseason and then spraining his foot in February. Talk about bad luck. Those setbacks really affected his game and limited his minutes. He had a lost season when he could have been solidifying his role as a key player. Now the hope is that he can bounce back and return to form this season. But there's some concern about his health. Fingers crossed, he's back to 100%. If he can stay healthy, it'll allow him to showcase that high-level defensive play we all know he's capable of. Imagine Vando locking down those star players without any limitations. That's what the Lakers need. But it's not just about defense. He needs to step up his offensive game. If he can knock down those wide open threes that defenses tend to give him, it'll seriously boost his value to the team. He needs to show consistency in catching the ball and finishing at the rim. Just imagine how much that would open up the playbook for the Lakers. He has all the tools, but it's time to put them together. JJ Redick and the coaching staff can play a huge role in helping Vando succeed this season. Incorporating him into the offense in ways that highlight his strengths is crucial. There were glimpses of how that could work last season, and now it's all about building on that success. Vanderbilt's got a chance to be a game changer for the Lakers. If he can solidify his role, stay healthy, and improve his offense, they'll be even more dangerous in the Western Conference. Someone I think might take a huge step though this season, Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves is gearing up for an exciting season with the Lakers. He's been on a steady upward trajectory, improving each year. Last season, he played all 82 games. He averaged 15.9 points, 4.3 rebounds, and 5.5 assists. Those are all career-high numbers for the young guard. Plus, it seems that JJ loves Reeves. It's a game changer. Apparently, there's a strong indication that Reeves is in for a significant opportunity this year. They're saying he's likely to see even more usage, which is fantastic news. Now let's talk minutes. Reeves logged 2,629 minutes last season. That's a lot of court time, and only Anthony Davis spent more time on the hardwood for the Lakers. You might think that doesn't leave much room for Reeves to increase his usage, but when there's a will, there's a way. One of the first moves Redick can make is to solidify Reeves as a starter. None of this benching nonsense when he has an off game. Reeves has shown he can handle the pressure and thrive in a starting role. Confidence is key, and keeping him in the starting lineup will only help him grow. Imagine Reeves taking on a bigger role. He's shown he can create his own shot and facilitate for his teammates. With more opportunities, he could easily elevate his scoring numbers. Picture this. Defenses will have to account for him more, opening up the floor for stars like LeBron James and Anthony Davis. That's how you create a winning formula. Plus, Reeves is a smart player. His basketball IQ is through the roof. He knows when to cut, when to shoot, and how to make those key passes. With Redick's coaching, Reeves could refine his shooting even more. Redick was a phenomenal shooter, so he can definitely share some tips to help Reeves knock down those open looks. And let's not forget about his growth as a defender. Reeves has the tools to be a solid two-way player. If he can tighten up his defense, that'll make him invaluable to the team. A reliable scorer who can defend multiple positions, that's what every championship team needs. The buzz around the Lakers is real. They're set to make some noise this season, and Reeves is going to play a big role in that. Fans should be excited to see how he continues to develop. He's got the talent, the work ethic, and now he's got a coach who believes in him. But then we can't not talk about Christian Wood. Christian Wood's journey with the Lakers has been quite the roller coaster. When he signed with the team, there was a buzz of excitement. He was coming off several seasons, shooting the three-pointer at an above-average rate. Plus, he brought size and versatility that the Lakers desperately needed. He was like a breath of fresh air, a modern center they've been missing for ages. Initially, Wood seemed like a steal. The Lakers were juggling 2 max contracts, so getting him on a minimum deal felt like a savvy move. Everyone knew he had the talent and skills to outplay that contract. Fans were hopeful that Wood would solidify the front court next to Anthony Davis, providing the spacing and physical presence that many had tried to fill before him. It was a match that could have opened up so many possibilities for the team. But as the season progressed, things didn't quite pan out. Although Wood flashed moments of brilliance, he struggled to maintain that level of play. It was like watching a shadow flicker in and out of light, with Jackson Hayes stepping up and taking away those crucial backup center minutes, and then suffering a mid-season knee injury that required surgery. Wood's impact dwindled. He became a spectator rather than a contributor, which was disappointing for everyone involved. Now, here comes the twist. Wood exercised his player option, giving him another shot at proving himself. But just when it seemed like he could start fresh, he had to undergo yet another knee procedure. Can you believe it? His second season with the Lakers is starting off just like his first, on the sidelines. It's like deja vu, and fans are left wondering how much longer they'll have to wait to see what he can truly bring to the table. The real question is, when he does return, how will he fit into this dynamic team? If he can get healthy and find his rhythm, he could be a game changer. His unique skill set could be crucial, especially alongside Anthony Davis, who draws so much attention on the court. If Wood can regain that shooting touch and bring his offensive versatility back into the mix, it'll open up the floor for the entire team. Imagine the possibilities if he starts knocking down those open threes and finishes at the rim like we know he can. This season could hinge on how well Wood can bounce back. The Lakers need every piece of the puzzle to fit together if they want to make a serious run. So I'm definitely keeping my fingers crossed for him. If he can avoid any further setback, the impact he could have on their success might just be the spark they need. His story is one to watch, and I can't wait to see how it unfolds. Will he rise to the occasion or fade into the background? Only time will tell. But someone it seems like we always forget the Lakers have. Gabe Vincent. Gabe Vincent had a rough go with the Lakers last season. It was one of those signings that fans hoped would pay off big time. But instead, he spent way more time on the sidelines than on the court. He missed a whopping 71 regular season games due to a nagging left knee injury. That's gotta sting, especially after such a strong playoff run with the Miami Heat. Let's not forget how impressive Vincent was with Miami. He averaged 12.7 points while shooting 37.8% from three-point range. That kind of performance got everyone excited when he joined the Lakers. They needed someone to fill the shoes left by Dennis Schroeder, and Vincent seemed like the perfect fit. But then, instead of dazzling fans with his skills, he was stuck rehabbing. The Lakers really felt his absence. They missed his perimeter defense and scoring, which hurt their performance on the court. You can't just plug any player into that role and expect it to work. And they quickly found themselves scrambling to make up for Vincent's lost minutes. They even had to bring in Spencer Dinwiddie to help bolster their backcourt. Now, Vincent is entering his second season of a 3-year contract, and the pressure's on. He's got to prove he's worth the gamble the Lakers took on him. Staying healthy is step one, but he's also got to show he can be that reliable two-way player they need. During his time with the Heat, he showcased his ability to play both sides of the ball, and the Lakers are counting on him to do the same. One area where Vincent can improve is his shooting. Last season, he really struggled from beyond the arc, only making 3 out of his 28 three-point attempts. That's a tough percentage to swallow at just 10.7%. For a guard, especially in today's game, hitting those shots consistently is crucial. If he can get his shooting back on track, it could make all the difference. Think about it. If Vincent starts knocking down shots, defenses will have to pay attention to him. That'll create more space for players like Anthony Davis and LeBron James to operate. And you know how deadly those two can be when they have room to work? It's a win-win situation if Vincent can find his rhythm again. I really believe in his potential. He's got the talent, the drive, and the determination to bounce back this season. This is a big year for him, and it's time to seize the moment. Fans are eager to see if he can return to form and make a significant impact on the court. The Lakers are ready to put last season behind them, and Vincent could be a key piece in their quest for success. It'll be exciting to watch how he adapts and grows throughout the season. I'm hoping to see a healthy, productive Gabe Vincent lighting it up for the purple and gold. The energy he brings can spark the team and help them compete at a high level. Overall, though, the Lakers still have a superstar duo in LeBron James and Anthony Davis. LeBron, entering his 22nd season, is still playing like a top player in the league. It's wild to see someone perform at such an elite level after all these years. I can't help but admire his dedication and skill on the court. And let's not forget about Anthony Davis. When healthy, he's a force to be reckoned with. And together, they create a dynamic that's hard to match. But here's the thing. They've got a rookie head coach steering the ship this season. That adds a layer of uncertainty to how the Lakers season will unfold. Can this new coach harness the talents of James and Davis effectively? It's definitely a big question mark, but I'm optimistic. The team's goal is clear: win a championship. With those two stars leading the charge, they've got a fighting chance, especially if they can stay healthy throughout the season. After their title victory in June, the Boston Celtics now lead the league with 18 championships, while the Lakers sit at 17. You know, the Lakers are itching to even that score. There's a long-standing rivalry there, and it adds a little spice to the season. Can you imagine the excitement if they manage to tie it up? It's all about the glory and pride that comes with winning, and the Lakers are not going to back down easily. Now, the competition in the Western Conference is fierce. They're facing a mix of young, hungry teams and seasoned squads, making this season one to watch. The Lakers are part of that older group, and while some may see them as underdogs, they've got the experience that can make a difference in tight playoff situations. It's intriguing to think about how this blend of talent will shake out. One key for the Lakers will be consistency. If they can get on a roll early in the season, that momentum could carry them a long way. I really believe they've got what it takes to surprise people. They just need to find their rhythm and build chemistry with their new coach. The excitement surrounding this team is palpable, and fans are hungry for success. With the season just around the corner, every game counts. It's all about proving the doubters wrong and showing that age is just a number. I mean, if LeBron can still put up jaw-dropping performances, why can't the rest of the team step up? There's a ton of potential for the Lakers this season. They've got the star power, the experience, and a hunger to reclaim their spot at the top. I can't wait to see how they perform. I hope they rise to the occasion and deliver an unforgettable season. If they play their cards right, who knows? Maybe this is the year they even the score with the Celtics. Here's to hoping the Lakers can make some serious noise this season. If you enjoyed this, I'll be posting videos every day during the season. I would genuinely appreciate it if you could subscribe. Thanks for watching.